Well, hello and welcome to episode 10 of FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis, and it's all the reaction to game week 8 gone. Absolutely blowouts for a few. Mostly everyone's done well, mid 60s, 70s, and we've seen up to 90s. So, got a couple of mocks done for tonight, and I'll explain that later. And hopefully, later on, we'll have maybe Stevie Stretford Nolan and Jack The Dancer Moloney to pop on and give their thoughts on what's just happened in the game week. So, without further ado, we'll just carry on and see what we have here. Just share the screen. Thanks for joining us here. I suppose guru of sorts, but really this season it's the Puru and Puru together. Just a quick recap. Anyone who does follow myself, I used to be good at this game, but this 8 game week's gone -1. So, it's really 7. There's a game week missing somewhere. So there's going to be a massive backlog of games. And we've seen Spurs and City cancelled, and a few others. Arsenal missing out on the Europa League game with Ajax. So yeah, not too good. But I did the Wega shout out. I was considering Son, I was considering De Bruyne, and even that Tete from Fulham, and they all came good. Especially Son, and I went for Total, Lula, Muppet stuff, Panic. Not so bad. I've just fancied. I'm not going to go rehashing all ground. Patterson came on anyway. There was Lord City not playing, and Chelsea, and all those 3 games that were missing. United, Leeds as well, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Palace, Brighton missing. So as we'll go quickly to the tables, we'll just see it didn't really affect too many people apart from myself. One of the lowest scores you can get. So yeah, Kane did okay, but going forward, we have an international break coming up now this weekend, and we won't have another round of games possibly till the 1st of October. It's the 20th now, so we've got about 11 days left of void. To be honest with you, I'm not bothered really too much anymore. Just have to try and forget about this season. That's the fiction. And we're worried about the Arsenal Spurs games, but there's loads of other games in London that can be affected by this strike. There is talk of a few of them, like Snowman reckons that game Spurs Arsenal at the Emirates with Spurs, that can be rearranged to Sunday because the strike's only on the Saturday, the 1st of October, and the 5th, which is a Wednesday. So that could affect games as well. The 5th of October, I'm sure it would. And these are the 7 games that are on Saturday: Arsenal, Spurs, Palace, Chelsea, Fulham. So there's a few of the 4 games in London there. So it's mainly a London and Eastern rail train strike. And fine things, of course, this will affect loads of people who have Arsenal and Spurs assets now, but a load of people who have done their free hit now will have to mull about what they'll do. There's no point. We'll have to wait until the last minute and see what comes of this. So that's just a little bit of news. What else? Okay, Brentford, so England. So this is just the England call-ups. I think they've got Germany and England, Italy, England. I think Ireland are playing Scotland as well. Scotland away, so that should be an interesting one. The Nations, I think it's the Nations Cup. That baloney. So what have I've totally just gone total Lula. Got a -8 going for game week 9, and anything can happen. Injuries, the whole lot. Just saw Son, just instantly got rid of Sterling. Had the money to get in Son. Just totally lost. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not going to spend too much time on myself, whatever. Just for the record, this is what I'm doing. So yeah, I've got Tete in for the 4.5. Managed to squeeze him in there. I have Haaland now. This midfield is not well. I have Martinelli and Son on the bench. I'm going to keep them anyway. It's a good bench. Most of these guys will play, or one that might come off the bench. Okay, Ake, I think he's out of favour now, so I need to keep an eye on this. But that's just going to leave this now. Can you imagine stuck with Ward and all the goals he's conceding? Any goalkeeper would be better than Ward. It's an absolute joke how he's in most people's teams. So what is he owned by? I bet he's up there with a 30 to 40, 25.6 or 26% suckers have this guy, and he concedes 6 3s and 4s, and he never says anything. Unbelievable. I think basically Sanchez might be the better bet there. He'll get save points, so I might actually just do that now because it's so. I don't know. Nottingham, they're a better team than Leicester. Any hands down, better team. Hate that word, I really do. Plonker. Just a bit of a bad mood, folks. It's an emotional game. It's just I'm shocked at what's gone on this season. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong this season. Bowen, what a total joke there against Everton the other day. Going for shots just outside the box, and he knows it's going to be blocked. And I'm stuck in this guy. I bet he's dropped down to 8. Is he? No, he's still that Gomi price. Yeah, so that's what I'm asking totally all the play. -8 for next week, and that there could be all sorts of change. What happens if there's an injury here or there? That's it. So yeah, that's the crack there. A quick look at the get this out of the way anyway. The King of the Travelers, again, rubbish in this. Lost all the games nearly. I think I won one. That was by a fluke. Yeah, 2-1-5. Okay, and the winner, the at the moment, it's yeah, Sean Hare doing very well. 6-1-1, 19 points, along with Christy Nicholson Snowman, and Robert Kenyon, and the rest. Mostly, it's too early really at this stage. 7. Even myself down there, there's so much to fight for, so many points, but it is what it is. Right, this match is just any interesting ones. I think Sean Shaky Hair done me by a few points there. Andrew Kenyon beating Joseph there. Cathal Carney, the 92. Big mock-up for Cathal now this week. He deserves it. And beats Keith Robinson, a great score in 85. What can you do? We'll keep an eye. We'll have a look at what Keith Robinson done this week. I'm sure he had Son captained. Cormac Reedy losing out to Adrian Starman Phillips, and David Martin losing out to Tommy Cunyon. Christy Snowman Kilcourse beating out Jerry Freely. Fergie Great Guns Walsh losing out to Patrick Kiley. Owen Collins or Bannerman losing out to Donny Silvermines O'Brien. Diarmid, the big friendly giant Phillips, beating Han Solo Fitzmaurice there. Very underwhelming season for Aidan Han Solo. It just goes to show you have these seasons where you're really on it for 2 or 3 years and then bang. And I think I'm in that sort of cycle as well, where you have to have this absolutely dreadful season. I'm just looking to firefight all the way to game week 38 and scramble to the 300,000. It doesn't look good now. It looks like I won't even get to the 1 million. Never mind. I can't even get out 5.5 million. I'm stuck there for. It's so frustrating. The only good thing is that 8 weeks haven't gone. Only 7 in theory. Owen Collins. Okay, I've said that. John Kelly losing out to Joey Commando Neenan, our 2-time champ, going for the 3 in a row. Robert Cunyon just taking out Sean Sniper Gilday. Connor Hussey now was last year brilliant debut season in the Christy Nicholson firm. Connor Hussmeister Hussey, more experience this year. This season for me, it's Cathal Crumpet Carney is the big. You know, it's amazing when people come in a season and really take it serious. Eamon Phillips there just taking out Connor there. Morgan, the Prodigy Lions, taking out Mark the Oracle Phillips comfortably, and there could be a sense of, I don't know, I don't think James Lyons is in this one quickly. No, I don't, but there is a hint that there could be a brother alliance taking on all comers in the Christy Nicholson. So lads, keep an eye out. 2 heads are better than 1, apparently. Let's see now. I just quickly with the Richie Crinningham there with the 81, leading out Jamesy Lyons, doing well in the 79. Phenomenal, as you can see. The best scores coming from the top, the form dudes. The Sean Hare there, just the average 50. The average was 50, so that's fair enough. And I think for me, 50 points every game week, and finishing 3 at the top. 200,000 was always my mission every season, but now as things are getting more hectic and chaotic, and more managers are on it year on year, and there's more entering year on year, serious players, it. I think the goals might have to be changing here. Things have changed. Faceman there in fourth, Faceman Healy, 65, very good, decent 60s to 70s. Joy Commando Nina, 466 is already not too bad. It's 25 points down on Richie. So he's going to keep within that sort of striking zone like he did last year. He was in this sort of zone between 5, 6, got his act together and took us out at the end. Owen Collins and Dermot there. Very, very well done. It's the same familiar sort of names as the weeks. Nothing's kind of changed in this league. It's so like 2 points, 4 points, 1 point differences here. You can make so many gains. It's just unreal in this thing. So I better just send out a link to some of the guys and see if anyone just wants to pop in for a look. Yeah, we'll see if the Dancer Malone and Steve Stret's about. Just for any general opinions, give the rough breakdown, and whoever else as well wants to join in, doesn't matter. Yeah. 15 minutes, okay. No problem. Stret. Yeah, so I can do 15 minutes. Yeah, Sean. So yeah, nothing much has particularly changed with the Christy Nicholson. Everyone is just look at this, like 48, 448 down, 4-3. There's 10 places there. It's only 13 points. It's just massive. So what's the story? 491 down to 491. Wow, 491. You can say basically 150 points down. It's shocking. This is just annus horribilis. Rashford got out for Coutinho. That was a waste of Salah money. It would have been probably best just all I had to do was get rid of Salah and get Son or De Bruyne, and that was it. Overthinking it, just it's not worked out this year. 71, unbelievable. Mo. Let's have a look. Send something to Jack if he's coming on. Right. So what's the story? Richie done it without the Son Meister, Sonaldo. Okay, Haaland, Kane. Isaac has done well getting the penalties. Odegaard, that was a strange one. He was left out. Not a lot on the bench. De Bruyne is look at Saliba. That's just absolutely amazing. It's just like it's like your lottery numbers coming up, and all you've got to do is just watch. And next week, just watch again. No transfers. It seems to be less people are doing, the better they're doing. Trippier, fine. Yeah, next week another 80. Just don't have to do too much with that. Just lots of wild cards and free hits. That's a free hit, so I'll have to go and have a look at what his team is. Yeah, this is the Richie Crinningham show. We have a nickname for him tonight, and I think it's pretty appropriate. Been christened tonight. A collaboration really between a few of us here at the FPL Top Dogs. We were talking, discussing, and swapping pictures and this and that. And I just pulled all that stuff together and used what I was given. I'm like a cook, a chef. I'm given the ingredients and I come up with the je ne sais quoi of the mock-ups, the famous mock-ups. Not going to put it up until see where Stret is coming in and get a live reaction. Yeah, so Richie Crinningham's the man who ate all of the pies. Very, very good pun. Look at that overall rank, under the 8,000 in the world out of 10.4, 10.5 million, you can say. Just absolutely legendary stuff. And that's the standard of the Christy Nick. All these 1-1-1s. He's just flying it. Loads in the bank as well. Oh wow, that's just unbelievable. So he can upgrade to Salah when anytime he wants to get back, or Son, he can just sit on it. Great position to be in. So the free hit compared to this was, we'll know what he'll be going back to now in game. Game 7 was called off, but yeah. So this is his team. So Firmino is wow. Gundogan. Grob, fair enough. Diaz, he's loads of money in the bank. Look, I think I'm gonna go all in Liverpool for game week 12. Right now, the fixtures are a bit tricky for Liverpool. Coming up to game week 12, I'll go all in. That's all. I'm gonna try and keep Son. Just gonna captain. I don't know. It's just Haaland is. I used to have Haaland anyway, so I'll only lose half the points now. Gundogan, fair enough. So this is there's a lot going here. The only thing about Richie is his sub bench, but he's got loads of money in the bank, so he can shake it up and look. Can he upgrade? I'm sure he can upgrade one of these guys. Defender, 4 million. He'll have no problem at getting it. You know, so he's in a great position here. So good stuff there. What else have we got here? Free hit there for James Alliance. The story here. Pope, Trippier. Yeah, very strange there. Newcastle only 1-1. They went behind, and that was apparently he's obviously targeting the Newcastle to do a bit more than what they did, and that's just a frustration. But he came up trumps in the end, taking penalties. Another penalty taker here. I'm sure Haaland might be taking penalties. It can depend. Foden came up trumps. Ward-Prowse, 25% owned. Well, Son was in there. So this is looking dire scoring as well, and Cancelo. It's like another lottery ticket where everything comes up. And look at Saliba on the bench. Oh, Jamesy. That would have been the one there flying. He lost his 10 odd points advantage. And it's just damn. So Saliba, proud. Ward-Prowse. Oh my God. Talk about a trap. Scores 1 free kick in about 20 games, and it's always a stunner. The other 19 end up in the top gallery. Sean Shaky Hair, again, at the races here. Nothing really changing too much. Won't be happy with Collins. Haaland, okay. Just stick it on Haaland, and the rest is history, you know. That's all you got to do. We're playing with 10 players, really. Everyone's on Haaland. People, Jesus, again, that he's not really going to be too worried about if that North London game's cancelled. But there's a lot more games going in London, four London games, not just the Spurs. So, and that's on a Saturday. So I don't know why they want to single out us and Arsenal, but there you go. Face man again, singling out. Yeah. Sean Shaky Her. Trippier, Pope. He's got Haaland, Isaac. Sean Shaky Her, yes. Isaac. Yeah, they're quite similar, aren't they, them teams? Isaac, Haaland. Yeah, it's just a wild card now, so Faceman's stuck on this. Bowen, Son. Yeah. Madison, a load of Leicester there, Chelsea. Universal, there's a lot. Yeah. Anyway, I should be doing it to myself, the and yeah, because absolutely baloney stuff. About anyone watching or waiting? No one yet. Bernie, Joe Nealon, Alan K. Mitrovic is the classic one, but It's more exciting, you know, having the likes of Tony or Isaac or these guys are thinking outside the box. But Joy is sticking tried and trusted. Saka's come up trumps with 2 assists. Gufel is a bit of value. Cancelo's fine. The 2 Newcastle, fine, and that's a wild card from Joy. So the big move there. And that wild card also for just depends on what you had before. Dermot Phillips there again. And Kane, Mitrovic, kind of all similar, very similar. This team, it's like I've seen this one before. 7-1. Where did I see this one before? We've got the word Prowse. Yeah, Son. Yeah, you're going to get that anyway. So that's enough. That's enough, I suppose. I'll just pop down anymore. Let's see now. Where's Cathal Carney's team? Yeah, Cathal Carney. So do we have many? I think out of the top 36, only 4 different people captained anyone other than Haaland, and look at Richie Crinningham and James Lyons, the 2 that don't. Kane and Isaac. Gary Higgins with Jesus. He did. I think he did get a goal as well. Yeah. Kane, 2 Kanes there. Christy's done a few there. Christy Snowman there, done a few subs there. Isaac Bailey, Trippier, Son, was amazing, great stuff. He was thinking of Captain and Son. I thought he had Captain Son as well. But geez, all that's kind of worked out. Great stuff to get rid of all that rubbish with Salah not playing as well. And all them subs worked out big time. -8, brave, very, very brave, the Snowman. And it just like you're hanging around this top 20, you're well within that striking. Well, okay, 50 points down, but you're within that striking zone. So yeah, this is very good stuff there. Nico's in there. All these are playing. He likes McAllister again, the penalty taker for Brighton. Bailey again. Oh, well, I've got my own problems with Coutinho now. And others with Digne. Every time the Villa just screw you. Every time. Son, yes, Diaz. So lost a little bit there. He knew Diaz, but couldn't take. He's probably kept now a wild card in reserve and probably plays over the international break. Who knows? Because there could be all sorts of injury or lack of form or whatever. Could be anything. Owen Love Boat Row. Saliba again, brilliant 69 there. Son's there. Look at this Salah for Son. That's all I had to do. Is basically do that. Would I have captained him? Don't know. I think I would have probably would have stuck with, you know, Haaland or something. If I had him, I don't know, Kane, I would have done Kane. Sorry, I didn't have Haaland at the time. I have him now though. Longstaff, Haaland. Look at all that plays in the bench. So going forward, very, very good, very good. I like that. That team is there's no deadwood there. Not sure about Longstaff. I'd like this team if it had more with that Trippier. And eventually, you know, we will all have to get on our Liverpool stuff. If you can look here, most of the people here, they have regiments of Liverpool, Luis Diaz, but I'm confident that Luis Diaz will not cover Salah eventually when he starts really getting on song. Something's got to change. It's pretty like a dimension to Liverpool when they're playing now, when Salah's just out there on the right, the central circle line, and you see Darwin just making them curved runs with a Salah used to make. So it's a strange one. Daniel Fagan there, Ryan Warden, okay, Cathal Carney made huge gains this week. Top 25 spot 24 in the Christy Nicholson 430. Very good. Just all my advice to little Crumpet is stay within reach. That's phenomenal. Brilliant wild card. Couldn't get it better. apparently he changed his captain choice in the last 5 minutes just to get that Son in there. So he didn't know at that stage that Son would be on the bench. So, and then he comes on and does that. So a massive downer and then a massive high. Perisic, I think Spurs could be changing a little bit their formation to a 3-5-2. Possibility Kulusevski could be out in that right, and that sort of wing back role, right wing back role. And I don't know about Perisic. Can he get up and down that pitch, like, you know, from that position? So I'm just not sure. I think he will be used a lot more in the Champions League. Don't quote me on that anyway. And it's Martinelli here. I love Martinelli, good player. I just look at this team and I love it. I really do love it. Neto's fine, he'll come on. And Gordon there's brilliant subs. Westergaard's no good, but you know, man, that's a very, very good. The wildcards played, great stuff. Congratulations, Cathal Carney. You're the top dog for game week 8. Cathal Crumpet Carney, Triple C. And we have some really good stuff coming up. So we have Steve Stretford now ready to come on, and we'll have a look at his team. I'll just get it up before I throw him on. And I think young Moloney. Yeah, we got Trinidad and Tobago. Wildcard played 56. So hello, have I got Steve Stretford Nolan and
how you been?
Moloney? Steve Stretford.
Can you hear me, Vin?
Yeah, Steve Stretford. Yeah, I hear you, mate. How are you keeping, brother?
How are you, bud?
Yeah, very, very good. I'm waiting on Jack the Dancer as well. Are you in the house, Jack?
I'm in the house. Vinny. Can you see me, or is my camera on?
Yeah, I see you now. Yeah, I got you here. Yeah, you're live. You're live in the London studio of FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis.
It's great to be here. It's actually a privilege to be on the pod. Been watching all season, and yeah, it was about time I made an appearance.
Yeah, good, and thanks very much, Stephen Stretford Nolan, for appearing. And you're in that zebra suit again.
Yes.
Looking
United till I die.
Yeah,
we are back.
And Jack, remind us what team you love.
Have a look here, Vinny. Have a look above me. Yeah, so only the best team in the world.
You're outnumbered, Steve, but I'm sure you're well for us, you know.
And I don't mind the Spurs. They don't really challenge us too much, so.
Well, you remember when I was a Red anyway, don't you?
That's for sure.
Yeah.
We don't challenge in the Europa League anymore anyway, straight.
There's going to be, it comes in cycles, doesn't it? It comes in bursts and cycles, guys. And United will be back again. And all right, Stret, I still have a soft spot for United, of course. Right, so what do you want to do? Do you want to have a look at the mocks now for a laugh, or will we go into your teams straight off?
Yeah, let's have a look at the mocks, Ben. I've been excited to see them.
All right. Which one we'll go into first? We'll go into our leader, Richie Twinkle Toes Crinningham. This is the mock for today. Congratulations. And basically, the inspiration is My Little Pony. And there's My Little Pony, and Richie Crinningham got 81 points this game week, captain and Kane. Great score. Twinkle Toes Richie is the Christy Nicholson best turned out pony for game week 8. And there's his boots, these famous boots, these golden boots, and I've managed to layer them in there, and he's kicking about. Enjoy, Richie. I hope you like the mock. Okay, I hope nobody does a mock of me anyway. I think
you have to have a good week first, Vinny.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. The only good thing is that there's only 7 game weeks gone, not 8. So, that's one more week I have a chance to come back. So that's the story. Richie Twinkle Toes is on 491 points, and he is the top 7,952 overall out of 10.5 million players. So that's the
Richie Crinningham is a really dangerous player.
Well, he's a dark pony.
Yeah, I know Shane Crinningham used to do it as well, but I don't think he's into it this much this season. But the Crinninghams are taking it very serious.
Yeah, and John Crinningham is massive. He's a Liverpool fan as well. Richie's a United fan. I tried to get the black and the red there, but I couldn't get. But yeah, there's
it looked very, very well, Vinny. I'd say that took a fair bit of time.
I have to admit now, I was formulating the idea at work, thinking about it all day. You gave me the boots, Stephen. You gave me, a lot of you guys are giving me the collateral and the ingredients. So thanks very much, guys. Otherwise, I'd be goosed. So fair, yeah, that's just like, fair shout to Richie Crinningham there, and keep it up. And he's a dark pony, as I say, because he's been there year on year. He knows he's playing. He's never disgracing himself. He's always a top 15, 20. He has a good run, and can he sustain this run? You either embrace the challenge or you fade away. Isn't that right, boys?
That's it. There's 38 game weeks, Finn. We know that. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like Shane Crinningham was the top goal scorer in the Carl Breen tournament this year. Maybe Richie Crinningham is going to be the top dog in FPL this year. So you never know.
Well,
the Crinninghams are out.
You never know with the Crinninghams anyway. They're absolutely a law to themselves, and each brother is a total book and encyclopedia of difference and character. I've never known a family so different, in football clubs and, attitude. And, they're a pretty diverse crew, aren't they?
That's for sure.
Who's the most diverse of the whole lot of them?
Oh, Shane Crinningham, definitely.
Yeah. I met
and a good footballer. He's a serious touch.
Yeah. Well, not as good as Twinkle Toes, of course.
Yeah, but them boots, he rarely gets a run out in them boots. He always has them in the bag, but I don't see him training much. They're like brand new.
Yeah, well, yeah. He used to play for Earl or United as well, didn't he? And he's Ballyhaunis now, and he's just a stalwart sportsman, and he turns up for training, and he's one for the crew. And congratulations, Richie, if you're watching. And that's the mock-up for today's leader, which I like to do, to just mark the week that's gone.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Good. That's a lovely one you did anyway. That's probably one of your best ones.
Well, I don't know about that. I've got another one left, but they seem to be getting better and better every game week. We have a new top dog christened his first serious year. He told me when I was back in home in July, and he said, "Vince, I'm going to take it serious. This is Cathal." And I tried to get Ja on board, his brother, and yeah, I'm going to take it serious. And nothing happened. But Cathal, it's just been a miracle. And this is nothing to show here. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I think Cathal is he's sabotaged my computer. He was a bit worried, wasn't he? He was a bit worried. Oh, here we are. Yeah, I just have to reload, guys.
No worries.
Yeah,
the Crumpet Carney. What a game week the Crumpet had, in fairness.
Yeah, myself and Jaxie were with Cathal at the weekend, and you should have seen the Crumpet. He was proper down in the dumps when he seen Son wasn't certain. He reconsidered his whole year. When you think you're going to fade away and you think this is it. And Vin, I wish you saw it when he seen Son triple or hat trick. We were on the beach in Achill, and he started running around. Shirt off, Crumpet he was over the moon.
Yeah.
And it was the first time in 7 years that a player came off the bench to score a hat trick. So, you just need a moment like that to spark your season.
Yeah, well, Son's prone to doing that. Like, he's done this before off the bench, so he's, you never write this guy off. And what are you saying, Jack?
I was just saying that Cahill's reaction to Son scoring the hat trick, it epitomizes the highs and the lows of the FPL this year. Things can go well one week and then bad another. It was just in the space of an hour. The whole mood changed, but fair dues to him. He went with his gut. That's what we said from the start. If you go with your gut, you reap the rewards, and fair play to the Crumpet.
Yeah, it's just like fate or destiny or something, sometimes it just backs up your own gut. I love gut. But I think I've missed all. I'm looking down and I don't think I've got any guts anywhere. So strange. Like the food is just the FPL season is just going right through me. I'm not getting any sort of nutrition or anything out of this season.
In fairness, Finn, you always like to go your own way, so that takes guts. Like, you know, you've seen these teams. I sent my mate my wild card team, and he sent me back his, and it was the exact same apart from one person. You know, whereas you go for the differentials, trying to make up ground, and I know it's not paying dividends this year, but you know, you've seen how well you did last year with it.
Yeah, the template just totally, it was the wrong thing to do. Just had to stay in the game, do what all you guys are doing, stay in the hunt, not too bad down, and then be able to strike up. Yeah, I just went too crazy. Right, let's get on to the the mock-up. Cathal Crumpet Carney loves Sonny, and Sonny loves a bit of crumpet too. And these are the crumpet men, and they're hand in hand. And Cathal triple C caps, triple goal Son, and is the game week top dog of the week for game week 8. 92 points.
Maybe Vin, maybe for some of the viewers that that might know the crumpet, like could you tell them why Cathal is the crumpet?
It was just simply basic. I was just talking to Steve here online now, Stephen Stretford on WhatsApp, and I just said we've got to come up with a name for this guy. He's doing well. He's asking questions. He's on to us. He's well into it. And I just said, well, it's Cathal Carney of CC. We need another C. I was just thinking to myself, wow, he's a bit of a pet, isn't he? Nice lad, you know, down to earth and just genuine, and you know, crumpet. You know, it just came to me just like that. Crumpet.
Yeah.
Like, you know, with a crumpet, it's nice, warm, and it looks gooey and gorgeous, and that's what it's. A crumpet is also a play on, you know, maybe he likes to have a bit of crumpet himself. Well, you know, it's his play.
I thought it was brilliant, Finn. I think crumpet suits him perfectly. And I can tell you, he's absolutely loving the crack in the top dogs this year. He's as focused as I've ever seen. I've never seen him as focused on anything as he is FPL this year.
Yeah, and he's a massive sportsman as well. Like, he's massive. You know, he scored a goal the other day. I've got the Western people. I guess it's not advertising anywhere, but I have a picture here, and I have his thing is first Jack Coyne burst through from midfield heading for the right wing. Everybody on the pitch seemed to be following the ball, leaving Cathal Carney only on the pitch a matter of seconds, all alone in front of goal. Coyne spotted his run, and a precise pass left the corner forward with the simplest of finishes under Chris McGlynn. Well done, boys. That's a phenomenal result. Great for the town. And thank you, Cathal, and that's your reward. Your mock-up. He's on fire, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's a proper goal scorer in real life as well. That's what he does.
A poacher. He seems to be a poacher, an assassin that's just there at the right time. Sneaks in, sneaks out, and you don't know what's at you. Oh, I'm in the grave.
He's the same in Epic and Ballyhaunis. He'll just attack at the right time, you know.
And he spots his little bit of crumpet in the pub somewhere. And then before she knows it, she's in bed or something, is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
He leaves a trail of crumbs. He leaves a trail of crumbs behind him, so they know where to go.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Not like rose petals or anything. He uses
no crumpets.
No, just crumbs.
Cans of Ulmers.
Oh, empty cans of Ulmers.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Anyway, I'm sure he'll take all this in good jest anyway. And game week 8 is Cathal Crumpet Carney's. Welcome, top dog of the week. Okay, boys, we can have a quick look at the teams, I suppose, and see how you guys are getting on. It's kind of a meh kind of season for both of you in a way. You're doing okay. You're in the hunt. You're still in the game. 424 for you, Steve Stretford, and you're hanging in there, 65 odd points, somewhere about that. How do you feel about things at the minute?
Yeah, I think if you asked me at the start of the season, like how I'd feel about being 35th. I wouldn't be too happy. But I feel I've made a few good decisions this year. But at the start of the season, not captaining Haaland set me back a good bit. And
Yeah.
I feel that if I had captained Haaland, I'd be right up there.
Yeah.
So I don't mind making one or two mistakes. I meant to get in McAllister. I got in Harrison instead. McAllister went off. It's very simple decisions.
Yeah.
I just try and keep. I just look at the top and see how far I'm off the top. I actually just look at Joey Neenan and see how did I get on compared to him this week. And if I'm consistently within 50 or 60 points, I know that in the long run, I'm going to stay on it. And a lot of these people are going to fall off. So, you need a bit of luck. It's not a great start to the season, but I'm actually enjoying it more this season than I usually would, even though I'm not doing as well. Do you know what I love in is everyone's mad into it. The likes of the Dancer and Crumpet, couple other boys that joined the FPL Top Dogs this year. They're all mad into it. So I'm enjoying the crack and the community. Maybe that's an easy thing to say when you're 35th.
Yeah, you're like, look at Joey Commando Neenan is 466. Well, like, you're just 42 points off him, but keep an eye. It's very hard to get them points back off him, but it's too early now. And with this international break coming up, it's like two bunches of eight game weeks are gone. International break, another 8 now to the World Cup. It's like it's segmentized. So if you can break this down. If you're Richie Crinningham now or Jamesy Lyons, you can break this down every 8 game weeks and survive, and just don't look at the bigger picture. Just take the next, take the next 3 or 4. Just play it game week by game week. But yeah, it's like different seasons, isn't it? Like, because now with the World Cup, it's like all starting all over again. Like it's like a game week 1 again, isn't it?
Do you know, Vin, if either Richie Crinnigan or James Lyons have wild carded?
They've got the free hits anyway. Have they done the well?
Yeah.
I could check anyway.
I know, has to.
I've got Ricky up here anyway. Game of history. I've noticed that a lot of them don't make too many subs and they're not honest, and that's been a good thing as well.
Did you see? I think Faceman sent it in where a fellow was like top 10 in the world and he didn't even make any transfers for 6 or 7 game weeks.
Yeah, see, if you get it right at the beginning, don't touch it. It's hard to not touch it when you're so into it. So yeah, Richie's done his free hit and he's got his wild card. He's got loads of that's no harm having just one chip. Everyone's used it. And previously Richie, 3 millions, 6 million 1 year, 600. He's never finished lower than 621,000. So he's got no sort of staying sort of stamina.
That's the problem with these boys. If you're at 7K now and you stay on it, you have such a good opportunity to get a high finish.
Yeah, he could sell that start to somebody in there.
Genuinely, I'd buy it off.
Would you? We'll start an auction for his account, will we?
Right?
Yeah. For charity, and
I still think, Vin, and I know it might sound, I don't know how it might sound. I think by game week 38, I'll be ahead of him. This is the type of players we're up against. It's the players that are going to stay in for 38 game weeks that are going to do the best. So if them players, James Lyons and the like, stay on it, that's grand. But Sean, I think it's the real winners are always the people that are there every week. You can't miss 1 week.
Well, this is Jamesy Lyons anyway, and he's just done his free hit, so he's got a lot more left to come. And again, his best was like 536,000, so the rest has been kind of nowhere. So look, maybe it's their breakout season. I don't know.
That's
Could
the
it
thing.
Be a breakout season?
I wouldn't be surprised, Vin, because as we said, a lot more people are into it this year. So it's grand. Like if you look at even my own history, it's terrible. Last year was the first year proper took it serious. So again, I know this could be the season that these boys do take it serious, but to get even a top 10 in the top dogs or Christy Nick, you have to be on it because there's going to be at least
every week. Yeah. And
you got to be 20 people that are well on it.
Yeah, you were.
I'm well down. I'm well down the pack. So you have to scroll for about 5 minutes, Finn, to get to me. But I still think I'll be wearing that top dogs hat come end of the season. Get a double game week in there somewhere, and you'll see the dancer come straight up.
Yeah. That's the motivation we need.
You see, when the chips are down, you need to think. Look, there's 30 odd more game weeks to go. Why write your season off straight away? So that's my view on things at the moment.
We'll have a look at the dancers team there, Vin.
Yeah, we will. I
Yeah,
just want to comment.
I'll have to
John,
head soon anyway because I have a bit of security work to do tonight, Finn.
Okay, right. So we'll pop down quickly and obviously give you the cue. Where is the dancer, Jack?
Oh yes, they're scrolling, Vin. Keep going.
Here, you're better than this.
I know. You see, what happened was Vin, I played my wild card too early, because I played it because I felt I had to play it.
Oh God!
And that just kind of ruined the start of the season. So it was going well.
Thanks for coming on, Jack. But you've been saying for a few weeks now that you want to come on. It's good to not break the duck. It's to break the duck, and come in, and once so thanks for coming on. I'm just going to end.
See, I was going to use my free hit last week, but then I was like, no, I think I should save it. I think I'd be I don't know how to phrase it. But no, I didn't want to use a free hit last week. I want to save it for another while, and I think it will pay dividends to me, as Stret said, in the long run. But look, things aren't looking great at the moment, but we'll get there.
Well, but at the same time, there, dancer. How are you, Phil? How are you,
boys? Sorry, I'm just in here. I'm trying to set it up. How are the lads?
Oh, thanks for coming in, Mark.
All the slip tonight. But at the same time, dancer.
I've missed all the tips and tricks now, but I'll catch up. I'll watch back. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're just having a look at Jack's team. Thanks for joining us, Marky Oracle Phillips. Just having a look at Forrester is a bit of a strange one. Sanchez didn't play.
Is this Jack the Dancer?
Trippier is fine. Zinchenko, again, there's a lot of Arsenal there. We have to figure out what to do with them, especially in the first, if that's cancelled. Listen, Saliba is the one now, isn't he? Perisic, Kulusevski. I think these two might cancel each other out because they're down the same wing now, and Spurs could be changing their formation now. That might affect Perisic in his minutes. He might be more Champions League now. And Session's getting a run out as well. Almiron, that was your punt. You'll explain to us why you have Almiron in the team. Martinelli's fine. Mitrovic, everyone has. Isus, that's the kind of template striking force. And I love your bench as well, Jack. So that you've got a lot of versatility. What's the about Almiron?
Yeah, well, I suppose Almiron was having a great preseason. I don't know if you know, but that was kind of my little punt. He's going to be my little cheeky thing on the side, having Almiron in there. But he hasn't been doing too much now these days, to be honest with you, Guru. But sure, look, he might pay dividends yet, but I think he's going to get the boot soon, to be honest with you.
He's only 5 mil, am I correct? No,
I had him at the start. He was a cheap option. I had him, but he'd break your heart. I had to get rid.
Yeah. I think so.
He does break your heart more than the women in Epic do on a Saturday night. I tell you that.
Oh, we all know about that.
I spent 15 years of a dud in that place. I'm not that good right. So you've got a loss on the bench there, Jack. So I think if you hang in there, just think about the World Cup. We're coming to the World Cup, so you got 8 more game weeks after this international break, and I think Liverpool after game week 12 will be everyone will. I'm definitely going to get in Salah back somehow. So anyway, that's the crack. So Mitrovic was a good move. Trippier was a good move bringing in. So look, 37 is a bit of a disaster. I didn't think I finished lower than what I got. Anyway, I'm the bloody disaster. Never mind. But listen, we got Marky in the house as well.
I've to go to work now, lads. So I'll leave you to it. Marky, lovely to meet you.
Right, see you,
chat again.
All right, take it easy, Dancer.
Oracle.
Yeah, thanks very much, Dancer. Thanks, Dancer.
And Guru.
Have a good one. Exactly.
Can we dissect my team, Vinny? I played the wild card this week, and I scored the average. I scored 50 points. It was a horrible wild card for me.
Going forward, at least you've got Diaz and James. Probably have to listen. You're going to get another wild card. Will that get you through? Probably won't get you to the World Cup because you need more Liverpool in there. I would say soon enough.
Yeah, I'm not convinced.
I think their fixture. They've got Nottingham Forest. They got after their fixture list is just delicious. After game week 11,
is it good? I actually don't even know.
Well,
I kept Diaz. I got rid of Trent and Salah, so I kept on to Diaz. I think he's good for his price. Who else do I have there? Gordon. I have James on the bench, and I have Diaz. Yeah, Nathan Aki. Like I thought he was starting centre back, and he didn't even play. He didn't even come on, did he?
Yeah, okay.
Christ.
Yeah.
No, they got
If I-
they got a Kanji in.
If I Cancelo, like it'd be or a Kanji, Kanji would be a good option. I might get rid of Aki for Dalla. He's only 4.4.
No, but that hasn't that horse bolted? That the gates. No point closing the gate. He's bolted, hasn't he?
I don't think so. United have a good
Point
defense now.
hasn't he? Is he? Is he?
I like Marky's team. He's got the premium going on there. I think that's a good wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Kane
No,
and
a wild-
Haaland. Like I brought in Mitrovic instead, and I got rid of Jesus. Just a few tight calls there, like cost me a lot of points. Ake instead of Cancelo. You know, these type of calls.
Yeah.
A wild card is not a free hit. A wild card is a total change of your team for a couple of weeks. You know, change of your price points, change of like nearly everyone's gone to 3 strikers. So, you know, I wouldn't go off a wild card off 1 week. You know, you could be assess it after 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah, I could have brought in the likes of Jesus and Cancelo there, but I wanted Diaz and James for the next few weeks. So hopefully that pays me back. But I don't know. I'm number 36 in the Christy Nick, or I think I could be further down now.
Listen,
I don't think I've ever been that far.
have you got much in the bank, Marky? Have you got much money in the bank?
No, fuck all. I mean, a few,
Right.
maybe 0.3.
So maybe De Bruyne can be up or downgraded depending on your opinion to Salah or Son or whatever. At least you got big money in midfield there.
Son could be a flash in the pan, I think.
Yeah.
But he could get his confidence back after that. You know what he's like. Once he starts, he can't stop.
What's the story with Chelsea? Do I get rid of Reece James? Will Potter do the business?
No, I think Reece James as a whole now. Sure, he's going to play. If Potter plays 5 at the back, he's going to have Cucurella one side and James the other, just like he did at Brighton. I think they're both great picks now with Potter.
He had 4 at the back the last night, though, didn't he?
Did he? Yeah. Oh, I just seen the lineup before, but
Yeah, I've seen the lineup, but maybe they didn't play that way.
I'd like to know how much influence the owners have, or if they're getting rid of Tuchel and telling them how to play. Is he telling them to play 4 at the back, getting rid of Tuchel because he plays 5? I don't know.
Could be, yeah. Didn't that owner produce formation to Tuchel and there was 12 men on it?
That's what that's what we're dealing with here.
4-4-3.
4-4-3. Yeah. Listen, I think what's happened at Chelsea is that the new owner is gone gung ho. I've got the reins. I'm in control, and I want a yes man. It's a bit like the Irish football team, the FAI. They like a yes man, and I think that's what's happened to Chelsea. Potter won't say yea or nay. He'll just say by how high. Tuchel was more of a diverse character, strong, opinionated. And I'm just still shocked at that decision. But who am I? Chelsea know better. They win trophies, and Tottenham do what they do. But you know, anyway, swings around.
What you call it? As I was looking at Twitter there the last day. A few of the Twitter gurus, they reckon Andy Robertson is one to watch. I think he's down to 6.6 million now, and they've got good fixtures and no World Cup either, so he's not going to rest himself for the World Cup.
Oh, that's right, actually.
Could be one to watch.
Nice, Marky. Thanks, Oracle.
So any other opinions? I've generally noticed that there's just there's not even a slip of paper between most of these positions, and it's just it's just like nothing's changed in the last.
Christy Nick is amazing because one good game week and you're up 20 places. It's so tight.
Yeah.
It's amazing, really, isn't it? How tight the things are, but it's good to keep it competitive.
I think it's the most competitive the Christy Nick has been in a long time. We'll see how it is after. I hope every player keeps playing.
Yeah, and the group chat is paying
70
dividends
something
there because the guru man he's keeping guys updated. He's telling them when the deadlines are, and it's paying dividends.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, we had gone to the dogs WhatsApp. That was the purpose. Was just to get more communication to the outside, and I think
the social players.
Yeah, we're trying to turn them from casual into more avid. Ground them into what we are, the top dogs. and it's the whole community that we want to gather around. I know this is a bit competitive and it's about winning the trophy and the Christy Nick, and there's competition, but it's the whole ecosystem. We get this thing going, right?
Can we have a look at your team there, Vin?
Huh?
Can we have a look at your team?
There's no point, really. I had a little bit of a breakdown before you
Oh,
came
sorry.
on. I showed a bit there.
Vin, what's your philosophy from now on? Are you going for a differential captain, or how are you playing it?
Well, this is that was the team I had before, and this is the team I have now. I've took a -8 for the next game week, which is a suicide.
Already?
We're gonna have more injuries, and that's a total joke. I decided to get rid of that bloody Zinchenko.
And Bowen overall.
I got 3 Fulham now, so I'm total lula.
You've got Aki as well.
Are you going starting, son? Oh, because you. Oh, sorry. What's the story with this proposed postponement for, what is it, Arsenal and Spurs? Is it?
Look, there's 4 other London games and 7 games, going already. Like there's West Ham and Wolves, and there's I think Chelsea are at home, and there's sort of more London teams. I think Crystal Palace. It's not just the Spurs. I don't know why we're being picked out all of a sudden. Maybe it's just the demands of the police. It could be something to do with the coronation. I don't know when that thing is on. But it's the train strike's going ahead, guys. It's on the 1st and the 5th of October. So that's why I have the guys on the bench there. I think I have a pretty strong team other than that. It seems like I should be getting points, but I'm just getting lucky bag sort of.
Yeah, if you put those 3 guys in, I mean, it's a decent team, isn't it?
Yeah. I've capitulated, finally getting Haaland in. I've capitulated getting Son in. I've capitulated getting Coutinho. I've capitulated getting Bowen in, and there's not a bloody goal between these two. And Andrew is just like he's like a number 10, and he barely does nothing. He barely does anything. He just tips along.
What's your goal? I see if the Leicester keeper, what's his name, Danny Ward. Can we officially call him a trap?
No.
Oh, he is a trap. He's the biggest trap since Dignet.
He's an FPL trap, isn't he?
Oh, the whole of the Forest team is a trap. I'm the biggest trap of them all, and I broadcast it every week at the end of every game week.
But Vinny, you're being honest, you're revealing your team every week. It's a brave thing to do.
Well, we did it.
That's because no one's going to copy it, Oracle.
No. Well, last season was a different kettle of fish. Like if you look at Faceman, right? Change it to Faceman for it. See this guy, he had the breakout season 2 years ago, didn't he? And everybody said, oh, he's never going to do anything. He had the breakout season, went away last season, but he's back. Look at this. Can't rule this guy out. He's got pedigree. No?
What's your call? I got it out of Shaky Her the last day. Look at him, he's number 3.
Yeah.
Shaky Her. He said he follows the guy on YouTube and he's been making his calls. Now, I don't know if it's official, but that's what he told me.
Sorry, can you repeat that? You broke up again.
Sorry, Shaky Her said he's been following a guy on YouTube and he's been following his calls. But I don't know if it's official now, but it's worth looking into.
Well, we're all following something now. I've just totally lost the will to be watching something. I like to watch the scout that's doing kind of as bad as I am, so I can get something, inspirational, like how to get out of this mess. But I can't watch anyone that's in the top 500k or even less. It's just because there's no point watching them.
I think as you said there, Vin, Faceman is the one to watch this season. He's got a fantastic start. We know he knows ball and he'll keep on it.
Yeah, and
I think if I was backing anyone this season, Faceman is the man.
Well, yeah, and if you look at the guys here, no offense to the others.
He always has a decent team. Like he's Madison in there, he's Pope, he's Isaac. He's a great team there.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he's going to do what he's going to do, and I'm sure Isaac was a great shout as well. A very brave shout there by James Lyons as well, with Isaac as captain. I thought that the Newcastle will Creel.
Yeah, come here, lads. It was great to pop in. I have to go now. I'm in a bit of a rush here.
All right, Oracle, mind yourself, bud.
We'll chat to you, all right? Good luck.
Thanks, old man. Take care. God bless. Okay, Steve Stret. We don't have too much more to discuss, but any sort of conclusions, for the games going forward?
Just to comment on James Lyons there. I always love watching James Lyons' teams because it's nothing like you see. There's always a couple of differentials in there. You see there he had Ward-Prowse, Isaac captain. Like, now I'm not going to say calls like that are going to, you know, pay off all season long, but it's just a breath of fresh air having someone like that. Look at his bench as well. Gibbs White, Saliba. Now I know he Collins there as well, but like
Collins getting loads of clean sheets, wasn't he? Collins is loads of them. Yeah.
It's just unlucky, but anyways, yeah, I think if he could sustain it, and I know what he's like, he'd be like, yeah, I don't care that much. He'll make a couple of changes. He's a real gut man. He'll go for whatever he thinks is. He won't be looking at YouTube. So I actually just hope he does well, because it kind of, as we said, it brings back a bit of your own kind of swing on things, not just YouTube.
Yeah, and the variety's the spice of life, and you know, I mean, the same old faces all the time. It'd be boring. This is let's. Is there any rumor to himself and the brother kind of two heads are better than one? Did you hear anything about that?
I heard those whispers, all right, but I don't know. I'll have to get a few pint bottle of Bulmers into him some night and try and get it out of him.
This is Morgan's team, 427, down 427. So he's wow, it's amazing. It's 62 points.
Now
that's phenomenal.
The only thing I think that mightn't help them is that they'd have different opinions on players, and I know that James Lyons would back himself. I can't imagine him taking advice and them eventually agreeing on a team. So maybe they're not.
Yeah. Again, this team from this is the prodigy. Saliba was a great shot. 78 points as well for Morgan there. Brilliant score. He's got the Son. Not many had Son before. The guys, you know, not many had Son, did they?
No, but he was you know, recommended in the scout, and I was kind of hemming and hawing, saying, Jesus, you know, I know it's Leicester, but then when I seen him not starting, I thought, oh, everyone's made a big boo-boo here. And I'm not saying that Son is the answer now, because, as I said, first time in 7 years, but you know, fair play to people that had him.
Yeah, and so he's got Jesus, Haaland, and Tony. That looks really tasty. James and Robertson. I'm still persistent with Robertson. That might come good. Yeah. They two of them are interesting. So just a shout out to the two lines is there. I suppose that's all really we got time for anyway. Listen, Steve, thanks for joining. And it's going to be, we have a long break, another 10, 11 days. And
torture.
We'll be waiting to see what happens here. Of the international football, the Ireland-Scotland game. When's that? We have some football, haven't we?
Yeah, pleasure as always, Vin. Hopefully I'll be back on again soon, and I'll be a couple of ranks higher.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. God bless. Take care.
Bud.
Look after yourself, buddy, and hope to see you soon out in the town, back home. October, Christmas, we'll see you anyway.
Perfect. You give me a shout. I'll have the Jaeger bombs ready.
Yes, sir. Yeah. We know where headquarters is upstairs. Headquarters is upstairs.
Back.
Okay, brother.
Take it easy, bud.
Cheers, mate. Bye. So, thanks very much for the guys tuning in. Just makes a change. It's nice for myself just to listen to a few other opinions. Great to have the Oracle in there. I think everyone having their first